Going live.
We are live.
Hey, how are we? How are we doing? Looks like we got a few people in the house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some people in the chat comments. Ready for this screening.
Ready for the screening. We're on fire tonight.
On fire tonight. Well.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Well, mostly on fire.
Mostly on fire.
We only got a few submissions, but the ones we got are on fire.
We're people in the house are on fire. House on fire. Yeah. So what do we got going on? What's going on this month? In the middle of this lovely summer, July.
Yeah. Beautiful, beautiful day today. The garden is looking fabulous over here.
All right.
We've got some, I don't know if you've ever grown kabocha squash. We tried to grow them last year and they were like about this big. They were good. We got 2 this big. And this year they're just taking over. And we have like 4 or 5 that are this big with like more on the vines. And
so what's kabocha squash?
It's a winter squash. I think it's a Japanese winter squash.
Okay.
It's like it's really good. It tastes like a combination of or it was described to me as a combination of pumpkin and sweet potato. But it's more like, it's not quite as like this is an acorn squash, but it's like round. Kind of like that.
Wow, sounds good.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Yeah. Well, Jeff says he hasn't had much luck with squash. This is the best we've ever done with squash here.
Oh.
For sure.
My experience with squash is it gets as big as you're talking about, and then squash beetles come in, and pretty much within a couple of days the whole plant's dead. But that's been but I'm not trying to jinx you or anything, but just be careful of those squash beetles. Get rid of them. Squash the squash beetles. Yeah.
Should keep an eye on them. I haven't noticed any bug damage to them yet, but we'll keep an eye out. Yeah, the secret, we have chickens too, and the secret this time has been the chicken manure.
Chicken manure.
Chicken manure.
Chicken poop. Yeah.
Chicken poop does wonders for the garden.
You've been enjoying the sun, Charlie?
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Shall we get started?
We should get started. I suppose so. And is Jeff in the backstage? You want to come on and say a few words?
Yeah, he is backstage. So we've got Jeff, Charlie, Warner, and then Kirk. And that's our screening for the night.
Nice. I've got a surprise, I think, maybe, possibly.
Oh. Plus maybe a surprise. We'll see.
A surprise, yeah.
All right. Jeff, I am adding you to the live stream.
Good evening.
Hello.
Oh.
Did you get a haircut?
In May, I donated after I saw my first rugby game live, and I'd seen live music. So back in November, I said I was going to get my hair cut after those 2 events. And so I donated it to children going through chemo. 16 inches of mostly red, kind of almost red hair. So that was. So yes, I did get a haircut.
Quite a bit shorter.
Yes, it is, and I haven't been. It literally hasn't been this short, especially in the back, since like the 4th grade. So.
Oh wow. A little bit of a change.
Yes, it has been, but it was good, and it's been interesting change in how I, obviously people who know me are kind of surprised, and like you appreciate why and what I did, but I think I still find myself going, where's my tail? but it's getting less that way. So, and I'm almost getting how much, just because I usually have to use a little mousse, and now I have to lose just hardly any mousse, and it's been kind of a tricky journey to get to that point of personal grooming. So enough of my hair.
Your hair.
Your hair. You have anything you would like to share with us about your piece before we watch it?
Yeah, the idea came from something that I've sort of toyed with in my head for years and years, that man acquired fire in a deal with the devil, and so that's just sort of the thought behind what I did. So I'm ready when you are.
Cool.
Ready. Cool.
So, what is that you're reading?
Myths of the Origin of Fire, an essay by Sir James George Fraser, Fellow of Trinity College, Cambridge. It's published in 1930, and it's really interesting. So, tell me about fire. How did it come to serve us?
Serve?
Well, cook our food, keep us warm, push back the night. In the origin myths that Sir James relates, the source of fire is either a gift to the gods,
Or stolen from the gods? Which account are you on?
the Tongan origin story, as related by an English missionary in the mid-1800s.
Page 59. Yes, I know of it.
Are any of these tales true?
My dear boy, they're all true, though none are accurate. Warm, isn't it? Good to be warm. Interested?
Oops.
Cool.
Thank you.
Sweet.
Did you animate that fire?
Yeah, that's the first real thing I've done in After Effects. Of course, there's a YouTube tutorial I followed click for click, but I did make it from scratch. And so, yeah, Fireball is the one that's tutored, so I figured out how to make it for the campfire size too. So,
Oh, cool.
yeah, so that was nice to be able to do one new, do a new thing as well. So,
Yeah.
So did that sound real quiet to you, Jeff?
yeah, it did, and I've listened to it on my TV set and my computer, and also my friend Mark listened to it. So when I just played straight off of YouTube, it seems okay.
Huh.
And Mark would have said something about the sound being low.
Yeah. So cool. Yeah, you get like Tom has yeah, the he said the background of the devil really works nice with him. And Warner's likes the characters in the background.
Yeah, kind of a different.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet. So Tom thought it was quiet too. I thought it was quiet. I don't understand. I've got the volume on VLC player turned all the way up.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like we've been here before. Man.
Deja vu.
I know. It's like crap. I'm trying to think what I did to fix that before, like reboot. Reboot the player. Because I'd like to play it with good volume. So
Yeah. See if we can
I
figure
don't
that out.
understand.
Yeah, it was.
So
Yeah, so yeah, it was fun to put the two characters on, and you know, I wasn't sure if, you know, how clear the story bit was, because it actually written another part afterwards, but it didn't seem to fit, and also didn't have time to do it, so I got what I could done, and it seemed to make sense to end it there, where they're standing staring at the fire and each
Yeah.
other.
Yeah, I thought it worked. I thought it was good. I like seeing what you do with these characters.
Mhm. Thank you. Yeah,
And
it's
yeah,
nice to get back to it after a few weeks.
yeah.
But that's
cool.
Cool.
yeah.
Yeah,
Well-
that was awesome. Looks like you're having a lot of fun with these graphics.
Yeah, and I'm getting better at not worrying about being literal as to how things look. It's a cartoon. It can be somewhat surreal and non-realistic in the stuff. So it was something I tried to change this time a little bit. The fireplace for Old Scratch is real nice, but it's just such a big set piece that this little bar he's hanging on, I think, is a nice thing to interact with. Doesn't dominate the whole screen, just the character rather than the setting. So
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Huh. Cool.
yeah, glad everyone liked it.
Yeah. Well, thanks, Jeff. Hopefully, when we watch it again, the volume is loud enough that we can hear it.
I hope so too.
All right.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
Jeff.
Take care.
Thank you.
All right.
So who's up next?
Charlie's up
Hey.
next.
Is he
Ne-
gonna bring
Add
on?
you in. He's backstage. Here we go. Hello.
Hello.
How's it going?
Not bad, actually. Yeah, so nice. So the weather is nice and life is good
For us.
for the moment.
For us.
For us, yeah.
For us.
Yeah. Yeah. Beautiful day. Got the sun
Ah,
Oh, yeah.
sun coming in.
And I finally take my ticket to go back to France in September.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
Cool.
for 3 weeks. No. So that's makes me happy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
he's a different person now. He's excited to go see his family.
Oh, fun. Is like in Paris?
Yeah, in Paris, and then I will go to Belgium as well, and maybe some other
And
places.
swim in Belgium.
Yeah. No,
Swim in Belgium. Huh?
no,
Oh,
at the
God.
moment is not the thing to do.
No.
Everything's closed, but at least you can go. Well,
Mhm.
that'll be fun. Fun to see your family. Probably.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a long time now. It's really a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mhm.
Well, do you want to say anything about your film before we play it?
Well, like always, it was done the last moment, of course. Yeah, to get everybody together and do it. But it was mainly to have fun. I mean, and we did have fun to do that thing. Yeah, it was kind of a
Silly.
fun moment. Yeah, silly, and I like that. I like that.
Cool.
Not too serious.
Yeah.
Not to be too serious. Mhm.
Cool. Well, I reloaded all the videos and I, rebooted our player. So I don't know.
So hopefully the volume works this time.
Yeah, I want. Yeah. I hope it works. I hope
Everyone
there's
get
not
ready on your
some-
volume knob to
some
turn it up in
button
case
that
it's
I'm not
quiet.
that I'm not hitting.
Let's see, let's see.
But I think it's all. I think it should be good. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. So fingers
All right.
crossed.
Here we go.
Okay, good.
Pyros. You guys are pyros.
So this guy, when I hear fire, I thought about this guy because he used to be part of the Cirque de Flambé. It was a circus. They do everything with fire. So it's,
I remember that. They used to play down by Magnuson Park.
Yes!
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Sandpoint.
Sandpoint.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You should go down and watch
say,
them.
can you do something with fire for me, please? So that's but we had to kind of close everything because at the moment it's not so nice to play with fire. You know, it's kind of dangerous. They don't
Because it's so hot.
It's so hot. It's so dry. And behind the scene was his wife with a water hose, you know, waiting in case something happened. She was there. We had a special fireman or firewoman, actually. Yeah.
Well, so Jeff said, how did you do the lid lift?
That was his effect. I mean,
That's
he puts fire to the thing, then he stopped the fire, he closed the thing, the accumulator of the smoke,
Power.
and then he fire from the top and he jump.
So that's his trick.
Yeah, that's his trick.
That's
He
not
find
your
out.
trick.
Yeah, no, he find out the way to do it. So that was kind of special.
So the trick is putting out the fire.
Yeah, and then give a little bit of the smoke build inside the barbecue.
Yeah.
Wow. Cool.
Must have been a good hot dog.
Yeah.
I like how you brought out the blowtorch too.
Right now.
Just in case the hot dog wasn't done enough.
That's why the sausage was well done. Yeah.
Wasn't cooking fast enough for you, huh?
Yeah, he wants it this way, yeah, kind of. Oh, what does it mean? PFM.
Oh, that's a fire thing, I think.
I don't know.
Oh, I should know this. I think
Somebody write that down.
Something.
That was Jeff.
I don't know.
You don't know
Maybe
it?
Jeff will explain.
Okay, well.
Yeah.
I'll
Remember,
find
there's
out
a
what.
delay between the comments and us talking, so you might be typing it out now. Yeah, Warner said he loved the guy's expressions too.
Yeah.
Jelly, he's a moisture
Yeah.
festival.
Yeah, he's a part also of the Moisture Festival, one of the producers of the Moisture Festival.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
Wow.
So it's used to being
So
silly.
it's a little family kind of.
He's used to the
Fire and-
performance.
And
Yeah.
if you look again the next time, look, because I didn't see it right away. But then after, when you look good, at a certain moment when he puts the fire, in the back window, there's somebody who opened and looked through the curtain. It's so funny. I find that afterwards. You know, at the beginning, when you film, you don't see it. But then
Yeah.
Yeah.
look at that. It's so
That is funny.
in case of a
Yeah. Oh, the definition of PFM, pure effing magic.
Oh, I thought it was something more scientific than that.
Well, that's all right. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, with Siegfried and Roy, yeah, right. And I know them, Siegfried and Roy. I used to know, didn't work together, but I know them very well. They they are German origin, those magicians, the two magicians from
Wow.
Vegas.
With the
Not
tiger.
everyone.
Yeah.
No, not everyone.
Not everyone.
Siegfried and Roy, they are from Germany, yeah.
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 Are they nice?
Yeah, they were very nice, yeah. He came to us a few times to come and see us play at Zinzani when I was working there.
Oh,
Mhm.
Oh, cool.
I've seen a number of their YouTube videos.
Yeah, yeah. Mhm.
yeah.
And we were in Vegas when just they start, and that was a big thing when just they start in Vegas. Then they became the center of Vegas for some time. You know, it's nice.
Yeah, magicians. Yeah, they pretty much
Blows
blow
away.
my mind.
Yeah.
It's like, well, how did they do that?
Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
It is cool. It is.
And I worked a lot with magicians, you know, and I don't try to understand all the time what they do. Because the moment you understand what they do, the trick, then there's no more magic.
No more magic. Yeah.
No, there's no more magic. You cannot, you look a different way.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't like to know every trick.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Paris is
I-
really nice in that way.
I just like to know a couple because I look at them and it's like, I don't know how I can't figure it out.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. That's the way.
Means they're doing their job right. Can't
Yeah.
figure it out.
Yeah, next time I do a magic trick for you.
Yeah, that would be great. You should.
Hopefully they won't know.
Mhm.
Cool.
Fun.
Well, thanks, Charlie. It was good to see you.
Thank
good
you.
to see you.
Thank you. It was nice. We always enjoyed that moment.
Good to see you too.
Yeah.
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 See you next time.
Yeah.
All right. Warner is backstage. I'm going to bring him in.
More magic.
Hello.
Hey guys, how's it going?
Awesome, man.
How are you doing?
Good. Yeah, it's been kind of muggy out here in the heartland, but we're working on it. So
What are you doing about it?
basically keeping the AC on and running around to the beach, to the lake.
Ah, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, I was wondering, sir, you said you guys might be coming out here, or is that miss?
Yeah. Yeah, I am. In like 2 weeks.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah. Where my husband's family is in Wisconsin, and we're gonna drive out there
Got it.
and stay out there for a couple of months. Just get a change of scenery. Work
Yeah.
from home out there. Yeah.
With a remote, you know, to the extent that you're able to. Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah. Yeah. And we're building a trailer, a camper trailer to take with us. So we're working hard to get that finished in the next 2 weeks.
That's the thing right now. That's for sure. People being mobile and being able to go everywhere. Yeah. Very cool. Excellent.
Yeah.
All right. Well, small crew tonight, but that's
Yeah.
good work, baby.
Yeah. So you got some magic for us, Warner?
A little bit of magic. Yeah, it's a little bit of a shuffle. As Monsieur Charlie was saying, you know, kind of wrangling some things together at the last minute. Someone fell through, which happens. So, but I was able to get the talent that I needed. And then, yeah, this is a lot's packed into this. So just, you could just roll that footage. But I'll just say that it was fun because I'm trying to kind of work a little bit more on the character of Jimmy, you know? So hopefully it comes through a little bit. There's a lot of footage and a lot of just scrambling, but I think it might be something. So anyway, I'll just.
Cool.
You have one new message received today.
Jimmy, we're 90 minutes out and you're pulling this again?
Thank you for joining us. I'm Carla Ziggins. This morning, details on the Southside Meth Lab fire, plus patio chairs vaccine results from our vaccine raffle winner, Debbie Schmidt. Thanks for joining us, Debbie.
He's excited to win the raffle. It was just good timing for us because we'd gone down to Fenton Brothers Furniture to see what's out front there. And just that morning, we'd gone to McDonald's to get a vaccination. So when they asked for the papers, we was ready. Get your jab today at the following location. Evans Pharmacy.
You
Yes.
have one
It's 9:15. Carla covered again, and this time her babysitter nearly quit. Not cool, man. We need to talk.
At least you haven't had to do this too many times.
I covered him last time.
You could say that I had to use some discretion, I suppose, before they knew that I wasn't going to be there anymore.
You have one new message.
Get to the station before noon or you're fired. I mean it this time.
I think that the audio was a little off, but you got the gist of it, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, it seemed a little quiet.
So,
I don't know what's going on.
no worries. May play it again or whatever later if we can.
Yeah.
Everyone can just turn their volume all the way up when we
Yeah.
play them all the way through.
Work.
Because I don't know. It seemed to work in the last two videos, and then not on Just, but then I rebooted.
Yeah.
Did the whole reboot thing. I don't know what to do, you know. So anyway, maybe try a different platform.
Well, I love seeing you play all the different characters. Got a good Debbie going.
Yeah.
Yeah,
vaccine.
to kind of connect to, I don't know, something local. So that way, you know, while Jimmy's at home, the newscast is sort of happening, and I wanted to have some connection to the last installment with the raffles that are going on around the world we see right now around the country. So I thought that was timely too, right?
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
There's raffles going on?
Well, yeah, just
It's like lotteries.
burgers, vaccination incentives, which is interesting. So I just thought it'd be kind of fun to sort of cook that into the storyline a little bit in the background. You know?
Got her vaccine at McDonald's. That was funny.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, trying to do a little bit more on the character end of things, but we'll see how
That was awesome. Yeah.
So
Yeah. Do you have a plan for where it's going, or do you just kind of build each step month by month?
it's a little bit of a demise and then maybe a recovery. So there's going to be maybe some more separation with, you know, the station and him, and there might be, you know, a little bit of a flow there. So it's a little bit in the works, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. You've got a path, but not a, you know.
Yeah,
not it all the way out. But
it was exactly. It was a good exercise in improv, which, as you know, if you don't exercise improv enough, it gets a little bit rusty. So I did a lot of takes, and I had him mumbling all kinds of things like, "I'm going to be in the Los Angeles to New York market. They know I'm good enough for that." And then I had to kind of, you know, cut it back a little bit. So yeah, we'll see. I might be able to use those takes again.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, it was a good exercise in improv, and like along those lines, we'll kind of see how it pans out with him. Who knows? Maybe we'll take a break from him too.
It's funny. Tom says he liked Jimmy's growth. Or
Mice.
His descent from TV to his home, his home office, right?
Yeah.
And the Bush Light. I know Tom respects that. Those are pretty.
Yeah.
They're surprisingly decent, actually. So.
Mm.
Huh. After you've had 15 of them.
Yeah.
They just get better with each one.
Jimmy can throw down, man. He's got a little Irish in him, so I'm just saying. But yeah, so Carla had to cover, and the voicemail, as you guys know, with audio and all that. But the notion was that she had to get someone to cover again, her babysitter. So there's a few things that are starting to cook a little bit with the personalities. So we'll see. Anyway.
Well, do you think you'd go into those other characters, kind of do little spotlights on them too?
That's not out of the question, because I'm always curious about people who work, having been in that space, when you work those shifts, it's a little bit like being on a set because you're on a deadline, the show's going to go up come hell or high water. The teleprompter might break, but you're still going on at 5:30. And then at 5:35, you cut to New York for their weather update or whatever they do. And then it cuts back. So yeah, I think that there's something that goes on with the people that works on those shifts, and it could be something. I mean, it's certainly personalities, and a lot of the station is doing those types of promos and sponsorship events, like the furniture gig that I did. There's all those types of community events too that keeps local news going. So yeah, we'll see, Sarah. There could be something with the other people in his ecosystem.
Cool.
So
that'd be exciting. Maybe you'll pull the babysitter in next time.
There's a few opportunities there. I'm telling you. There are some other creatures lurking in the background, and one of them's a fat, heavy pit bull that looks like who wants another treat right now. But anyway,
yeah, we need some more dog content.
we might go back to that at some point. We'll take a breather for sure.
Cool. Well, thanks, Warner.
Thanks, Warner. Good to see you.
Alrighty. So next up is Kirk. I'm going to add you in.
Hi.
Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah, so how's it going?
I am doing well. How about you?
I'm good. Good.
Yeah, this I kind of ended up leaving this short to the last moment. I committed to helping out a friend whose son wanted to make a short. And I kind of had it in my mind that I was going to be able to kill two birds with one stone and make a short with his son that I could use for fire. But the day before I went and helped him out, I learned that he already had a script in mind, and that it not only was it not really going to fit with fire particularly well, but in addition to that, it's going to end up being something more like 8 minutes long. And so there was no way that we were going to finish it in one day. And so I ended up throwing together something for fire kind of last minute. The thing that came to mind was a campfire. And with campfires, the kind of campfire stories that, people tell around them. And so that's the story that I developed. And I think that given that I shot it on Friday and edited it today, it turned out reasonably well. One thing
Nothing like a deadline to get you going.
One thing I will say is that the audio is a little bit quiet in places. I had one Zoom mic and placed it kind of centrally, but for some reason it really picked up one of the people's voices and not so much the other. And so I would recommend turning up turning up your volume on your PC or however you're listening to this.
Cool.
Quiet on quiet, sounds like.
Yeah.
Play that quiet. I don't know why.
Hopefully we can hear it.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right. Well, here we go.
Sounds good.
Hey, have I ever told you the story about Screamin' Jack?
It's another one of your scary stories.
Well, of course it is. Back in 47, Screamin' Jack killed somebody in these very woods. They caught him. He was tried and hung in a state penitentiary. But ever since then, on the anniversary of that murder, something's happened out here in the woods. Somebody's died. And the cops have never been able to figure out who did it. And they say it's a copycat killer or something like that, but we don't know. You just got to be careful. So watch your back while you're out here, because today's the day. This is the anniversary, so look out. Hey, do you hear footsteps?
I get it, right? Because of the
No, I mean it. It's like, don't you hear footsteps?
I don't hear it.
Come on.
Wait, did you hear that?
I told you I heard footsteps. Hey, this is a public forest. Can't have that fire here. Gonna have to put it out.
Yeah.
That's kind of fun. That's a fun.
Yeah, I was trying to channel R.L. Stein there a little bit.
Yeah, I like the twist at the end. Something might happen, but little do we know, they're the something.
Yeah. And then the one part of that I'm most proud of is the fire, because that fire was added in post.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Cool.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
Tom said, I hope that's a fake fire with the statewide burn ban.
Yeah. So what I did was I went and I bought some firewood, and then I nailed, I stacked some together and then nailed it together so that it, was rigid. And then I went over to my sister's place, who's got a fire pit, and I singed it. I just threw some lighter fluid on it, lit it for a little bit, then put it out with the, hose. Then I shot, the footage on Friday with the, I laid down some ash underneath the fire, and then set down the, the fire logs that were nailed together. And I took measurements from the fire pit to my tripod, and also the height of the tripod. And also used an app that I have that supports a feature called onion skinning, where you take a picture and then the video feed from your camera overlays with that previous picture that you had. So you can actually realign things and see, that they're properly aligned. So I did that. Then that night, when it was just pitch black outside, I went over to my sister's place again, lit the wood on fire again, and then this time positioned the tripod in the same exact positions relative to the fire, and used that app to realign the camera.
Oh wow!
And then took video of fire, licking from the wood, and then used this an overlay mode of screen, which basically takes black and then sets that as 100% opacity, or 0% opacity rather, so that the black would completely disappear, and all that was left was the fire.
Wow. You always come up with the most ingenious, I don't know, there's like every video, there's got to be some exotic trick that's yeah, you should write a book on little tips and tricks that you've incorporated into your videos. That's pretty rad. I like that. So I get that.
Yeah,
So basically,
I was impressed with how well it turned out.
So what you
Yeah, it looked really good.
By the way, I can learn your voice to improve your Alexa.
All right. Sorry, my Alexa thing. Somehow I said something. And she talking to her. No, I wasn't.
Always listening.
Dang, I know, right? It's like bugging my own. Whatever. God. So anyway, so let's see. To recap, what you did is you took firewood, you singed it, you like nailed it together, took it to the site, and it was there without flames between the two guys, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then later you took the same chunk of wood and then burned it, right? At night with darkness.
Correct.
And so that the only thing that was on the video was the flames and blackness. And then you just overlaid that video on top of the piece in the woods that you did.
Right, exactly. Cool. And if you use an overlay mode of screen, then that's basically like a double exposure, where black is treated as 0% opacity.
And is that Adobe, like?
So I use DaVinci Resolve.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cool. That's right. Everything's like free or next to free, right?
Yeah. Yeah, DaVinci Resolve. There is a paid-for version of DaVinci Resolve, which really isn't that expensive, but you don't
really need it.
Yeah. It would be nice. So the noise reduction features of the paid-for version are much better, and also the paid-for version comes with film grain overlay, which is kind of cool.
So you can get rid of noise and then add noise back.
Right. You can add cool-looking noise.
Oh, okay.
Get rid of the crappy noise.
Yeah.
Add better noise.
That's worth paying for. Yeah. No, but you need it for some situations. But
yeah.
Cool. So are you still using your phone or?
Yep. Yeah, that was all using my iPhone 12 Pro Max.
Cool. Right on. Those are amazing.
Yeah.
Devices that you have in your pocket.
Yeah, it's pretty hard to believe.
Yeah. Cool. So those have depth perception, right? So you can kind of defocus a little bit.
They do with still photography, but not
still
for video.
Okay. Got it. Yeah, I love it was fun. It was a fun storyline that you added. It'd be nice if, so if you had more time, next time you have those guys start growing hair and teeth.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. If I had more time to put into the effects, then I would have done that. But I did.
No, it's good. No, I loved it. Yeah. It was awesome.
Yeah, it was great.
Thanks.
Thanks, Kirk.
Thank you.
Cool. Thank you. Yeah. So, right on. So what's up next? Are we gonna? Okay. So here's
see what's up next.
See what's up next. So we So we pick another word. I got my trusty skateboard.
Got the skateboard.
Right, yeah, with the word. Yeah. No, it's not a skateboard. What do we call it? It's a the Minute Movies magical wheel of words. Yeah, that's
Really rolls
anyway,
off the tongue.
So yeah, so we could do that next and then look at all the. I was thinking the thing I was going to show. We'll just do it very, very last. So if anyone's hanging on for the end,
If anyone sticks around to the end, they get
the very end, they
a
get
surprise.
Yeah.
All right.
But in the meantime, should we pick the word next and then show the films?
Yeah.
Okay. So here we go. You ready? Okay. So hopefully I didn't eliminate fire, but it's not going to come up. Okay, you ready? Okay.
Give it a real good spin.
Give it a real good spin. See what comes out. Oh. How the heck? Come on. Jesus. Okay, slow it down a little bit. God, of course that one came up. Watch it come up again. Perfect.
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 Perfect. Perfect. Just like everything, isn't it?
Yeah.
Everything is just perfect.
We're gonna have some pretty perfect minute movies next month. I can tell you that.
Pretty wide open. So that's a matter of opinion, right? No, is perfect opinion or absolute? It either is or isn't. It's an opinion.
Yeah. Well, so one person's perfect day can be different from another person's perfect day.
But if you get all religious, then God made everything as it's exactly supposed to be, so everything is perfect. So it's kind of a non-thing.
So nothing is not perfect.
Yeah. So it leaves it wide open. That's my philosophy for today.
Philosophy with Stu.
Yeah. Well, should
we watch?
Yeah.
Oh, so as people probably noticed, there was no Franken film this month. I got very busy, and I will not be able to do a Franken film and get it set up for next month. If someone else wants to write the script and stuff, I can help facilitate sending it out. And so you can edit it. So if someone wants to volunteer to be in charge of the Franken film and I will help facilitate, then let me know.
Cool. So yes, Tom, all of your films are always perfect.
Always perfect. Is it that some things are more perfect than others? Is there a level of perfection? How does that work? It's just perfect.
Perfect. Some films are better than other films, but they're all perfect.
They're all perfect.
Yeah, so all right. So we got religion and philosophy and a little bit of politics out of the way. So yeah.
So we're ready to move on to the next thing.
Okay, so
want to watch the movies?
Should we watch all the movies and do the surprise at the end? Or do the surprise now?
I don't know. I don't know what the surprise is.
I know. Well, actually, I told you. It's what we talked about. Except live. I was just going to do it live since I didn't make it fun. So.
Let's watch all the movies and then you can.
Okay. We'll watch all the movies.
So, what is that you're reading?
Myths of the Origin of Fire, an essay by Sir James George Fraser, Fellow of Trinity College, Cambridge. It was published in 1930, and it's really interesting. So, tell me about fire. How did it come to serve us?
Serve?
Well, cook our food, keep us warm, push back the night. In the origin myths that Sir James relates, the source of fire is either a gift to the gods
or stolen from the gods. Which account are you on?
The Tongan origin story, as related by an English missionary in the mid-1800s.
Page 59. Yes, I know of it.
Are any of these tales true?
My dear boy, they're all true, though none are accurate. Warm, isn't it? Good to be warm. Interested?
You have one new message received today.
Jimmy, we're 90 minutes out and you're pulling this again?
Thank you for joining us. I'm Carla Ziggins. This morning, details on the Southside Meth Lab fire, plus patio chairs vaccine results from our vaccine raffle winner, Debbie Schmidt. Thanks for joining us, Debbie.
He's excited to win the raffle. It was just good timing for us because we'd gone down to Fentley Brothers Furniture to see what's out front there. And just that morning, we'd gone to McDonald's to get a vaccination. So when they asked for the papers, we was ready. Get your jab today at the following location: Evans Pharmacy.
You
Yes.
have one
It's 9:15. Carla covered again, and this time her babysitter nearly quit. Not cool, man. We need to talk.
At least you haven't had to do this too many times.
I covered him last time.
You could say that I had to use some discretion, I suppose, before they knew that I wasn't going to be there anymore.
You have one new message. Message.
Get to the station before noon or you're fired. I mean it this time.
Hey, have I ever told you the story about Screamin' Jack?
It's another one of your scary stories.
Well, of course it is. Back in 47, Screamin' Jack killed somebody in these very woods. They caught him. He was tried and hung in a state penitentiary. But ever since then, on the anniversary of that murder, something's happened out here in the woods. Somebody's died. And the cops have never been able to figure out who did it. And, you know, they say it's a copycat killer or something like that. But, you know, we don't know. You just got to be careful. So watch your back while you're out here, because today's the day. This is the anniversary. So look out. Hey, do you hear footsteps?
I get it, right? Because of the
No, I mean it. It's like, don't you hear footsteps?
I don't know hear it, man.
Come on.
Wait, did you hear that?
I told you I heard footsteps. Hey, this is a public forest. Can't have that fire here. Gonna have to put it out.
Cool. Nice set of phones. So maybe everyone's gone home by now. No, anyway. So I don't know. I was just going to do a little experiment. I was just reminded of thinking about an experience that I had when I was a kid. So I was going to play a video that I ripped off of YouTube and turn the volume down on that, and then keep my unmuted, and I was just gonna share as the video in the background plays.
Cool. Tom's still here.
Tom's still here. Okay. Tom might appreciate this. He's an old guy. We're all old. No, I'm not all of us. Some of them are. Anyway, yeah. So
should I just put your video screen sharing on?
Yeah.
When you're ready.
Oh, wait. Why is that one? Sorry, it's coming up. Oh, wait a minute. Hang on. It's not here. I thought I was ready, but it's not. I don't know if that's weird. Give me like 1 second.
Kirk, Jeff, and Charlie are all still here too.
Okay, cool.
Got an audience.
Got an audience. Cool. Okay.
I can mute the screen audio.
No, don't mute that. I want to hear that. That's part of the deal.
Oh, I thought you said you were gonna.
I am, but we're gonna I'm gonna talk over top of it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So if I'm, yeah, does that make sense? Okay.
Performance art minute movie.
Performance, I know, right? It's like, and I'm not a performer, so here we go. Now I turn it.
Well, I'll mute myself. I'll leave you in the screen unmuted, and I'll switch it over to the screen if you're ready.
Okay.
I am the god of hellfire, and I bring you fire.
So yeah, this guy is named The Crazy World of Arthur Brown, and this video, let's see, it was back in 1968. It was one of the earliest memories I have when I was a kid. My parents took me to a show, concert, and I don't remember much of it other than I didn't really like. I don't know. I didn't seem to like it that much, but I did remember the highlight of the show is this crazy dude gets on stage with this headdress on, burning fire, right? And he had fire on his helmet, and then partway through the song, he goes away. He went off stage, and nobody, like, the song stopped and was like, what the heck happened? And the guy comes out and announces on the loudspeaker that he hurt his thumb. He did something wrong and cut his thumb, and he couldn't perform anymore. And everyone was a little bit, dejected and sad. And I remember people walking out on the street. And so I kind of remember this. I don't know if it actually happened or not, because it's one of those fuzzy, faded, dark, in the back of my mind memories. But I was telling Sarah about this a little bit earlier, and she remembered at Bumper Shoot a few years back, Dusty 45s, I think. The dude has a trumpet that he torches on fire and stands on the bass and burns his trumpet as he's playing a song. But anyway, yeah, burn. One of my first concert I ever went to was this guy. Charlie saw the fire truck. Okay. What the heck? Wow. So anyway, that's my story. First show I ever went to. I'm pretty sure that's who I saw, but I don't know if that's true or not.
It's funny how we have these memories that, like, we're pretty sure that's what happened, and then you talk to someone else who was there and they remember something completely different.
I know.
Or you combine memories in your head of, like, these disparate things that you remember as being like one thing altogether, but that's not how it happened either. Memory is so interesting.
It is, and it's malleable. So that's how you can change what happened in the past, is just remember something different. Yeah. Or reframe it, look at it from a different perspective. But Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Tom
true.
says you weren't supposed to remember anything from the 60s.
Yeah, you are. I know, but it was, I didn't remember anything from that show except when some guy went on stage with his head on fire. I kind of remember that.
A memorable moment.
Memorable moment. Perfect. It was a perfect moment, and I do have perfect memory of it too.
Perfect
Perfectly
memory.
foggy, uncertain. So, anyway, that's my story.
Anyway, cool. Thanks.
Cool. Huh. Yeah, Arthur's act was successful. He he successfully cut his thumb, so he had to go get stitches and couldn't perform anymore. He came back to, I think he was performing not too long ago, actually. It's pretty well.
Oh.
Yeah, so you're welcome. Little blast from a piece of history. Fire.
Fire.
So, all right. So,
all right. Well,
shall we all make perfect films for next month?
Expect some perfect films next month.
Yeah.
We will see you all then.
Ciao.
Ciao.
Talk to you later, guys. Thank you.